Hi, Gabriela Laszlo here from cloudgem.com. There's one topic that everyone asks me: how to sort out their various Google accounts. So typically I thought I was creating a file in my company Google account, but it wound up being associated with my Gmail. Why is that? And how do I know which account I'm signed into anyway? If you're like me and have multiple Google accounts, perhaps a Google Workspace business account on your domain, a Gmail, or two, or three, or more, then you know that sometimes these accounts like to get tangled up, and if you don't notice it in time, it can cause major issues. For example, when some of your Google Drive files live in one account and others live in another account inadvertently, or third-party tools you access with your Google login all of a sudden don't seem to recognize you. This phenomenon is called account conflict. Account conflicts can happen if you sign into more than one Google account from the same browser. And when you also use your Google account to log into other third-party tools, you might experience some tangles. You might also experience that it's hard to differentiate which Google Drive you're in, for example. In this video, I want to show you how to avoid that. There are some very good ways to keep your various Google accounts well separated. Why is this important? Account conflicts are not only inconvenient or annoying, but using a non-company Google account can also be against company policies if you work for a company that runs on the Google Workspace. Before we get to the options you have in order to avoid account conflicts, let me first show you how not to sign into your Google account and what causes these account conflicts. Let's get started. When you're signed into a Google account and you want to access your other one, you might be tempted to add another account from the top right. It's very easy to make this mistake, and it can happen with gmail.com accounts and company domain-based Google accounts alike. And this almost always leads to account conflicts. If you have this situation, you will want to sign out of all of your Google accounts, but first make sure you know all your passwords. And then, after you have signed out, only sign into one of the accounts. Now that we have signed out of all of the accounts, I want to show you what your options are to keep these accounts well separated. So here we go, from easiest to a little bit more involved. Option A, the simplest option for occasional use of another Google account beside your main one. Use your Chrome browser to sign into your main account and use an incognito window to sign into your other Google account. Incognito doesn't save history, so you don't have that continuity that you would otherwise have, so be aware of that. Option B is a bit more involved. Use your Chrome browser to sign into your main account and use a different browser to sign into your other Google account. So Firefox, Edge, Safari. Option C, the long-term sustainable option that can help you jump from one account to the other without mixing them, is to create separate Chrome profiles for your many Google accounts. One profile for each account. This takes a bit more time to set up and some conscious choices when you work, but this will last you long term and will in the end make the smoothest work experience.